Assalamualaikum and a very good day. In this presentation, I am going to share a critical analysis of the salient Sharia issues in the contemporary application of Takaful, focusing specifically on the operational challenges faced by Etika Takaful in Malaysia. To understand the core of the problem, we must remember that Takaful was established as an ethical alternative to conventional insurance. It is built on two religious pillars, Ta'awun, means mutual cooperation, and Tabaruk, which means voluntary donation. By using specific Sharia contracts like wakalah, Takaful aims to eliminate prohibited elements like excessive uncertainty or gharar, gambling like maisir, or interest like riba. However, as the industry has matured, operators like Etika face an intense battle trying to balance their religious foundations with corporate competitiveness. Let's look at the three major conflicts resulting from this tension. Our first major issue is the global conflict over underwriting surplus, ownership, and distribution. Underwriting surplus is simply the leftover money in the participant risk fund at the end of the financial year after all claims are expensive are settled. Globally, there is a massive split in Sharia governance regarding this money. International standard setting bodies like AAOIFI take an absolute stance. Because participants give this money as tabarruk donation, the leftover belongs strictly to the participants. Operators are completely banned from taking it. On the other side, the Sharia Advisory Council of Bank Negara Malaysia allows operators to share the surplus with participants to stay commercially competitive. In the case of Etika, they practice 50-50 surplus split between corporate shareholders and participants. Furthermore, Etika uses a selective scheme where participants who made a claim during the year are disqualified from receiving any surplus. From an ethical standpoint, this directly contradicts Ta'awun because it financially penalizes individuals for experiencing a misfortune, which is the exact reason why they joined cooperative fund in the first place. Yet, if you look at Ethica's primary portfolio, the focus is heavily geared toward expensive, premium heavy investment linked products. These complex packages optimize corporate fund management fees and agent commission, while cheap, poor protection products for the low income groups are sidelined. The second issue is the commercialization problem and the subsequent loss of the Ta'awun spirit. In the theory, Takaful is community-focused, non-profit mutual aid system. But in reality, modern Takaful offers function as capital-heavy, profit-driven, cooperation competing fiercely with conventional insurers. Scholars heavily criticize that Sharia compliance has increasingly become a marketing brand name to attract Muslim consumers rather than a genuine driver of social justice. When we look at Etica's product development, the business mindset is highly visible. Takaful was originally expected to protect low income families who cannot handle life tragedies. This commercial shift dilutes the authentic, selfless spirit of Islamic mutual aid. The final issue involved the controversial second layer fee structure within the widely used wakalah or agency model. In second practice, the operator acts as an agent and is paid a transparent upfront wakalah fee to cover administration and agent commission. The Sharia disputes arises when operators attempt to attract a second layer of fees from the back end. If the fund generates a surplus at the end of the year, operators charge an additional performance incentive fee under Ju'alah contract. Sharia experts argue this creates contractual overlap and jahil, or financial ambiguity. It is fundamentally unfair to charge two separate fees for the exact same fiduciary duty of managing the fund. Furthermore, because the upfront fees are heavily front-loaded, customers who cancel their policies early with Etika often receive little to no refund of their unearned fees because the money has already been spent on corporate expenses. In conclusion, the modern takaful industry, as seen in Etika, faces a deep tension between religious values and corporate survival. Profit-driven products, double fee structures, and unfair surplus payouts show that the industry is drifting closer to conventional insurance, which risks losing customer trust. To fix this, we recommend three main solutions. First, Bank Negara Malaysia should enforce strict caps on upfront fees and mandates fair refunds if a customer cancels early. Second, operators must drop the selective payout rule and use a fairer method to distribute leftover surplus to participants. And finally, the industry should adopt the Wakaf Takaful model to build permanent non-profit funds and that truly protect low-income communities. Takaful must look beyond basic legal loopholes to protect its ethical core and achieve the true goals of Sharia. Thank you very much for watching.